Live from the first city on the Mississippi and across the lake from the university founded in 1919 as a prep institution for teachers. Youth Hockey Hub brings you coverage of Day 2 from the Bantam Elite League's stop at Sanford Center in Bemidji. With Justin Moss manning the controls, over to my right, I'm Jeff Disher, and we're getting set for Game 3 of our 8-game slate. But this one features Great Plains and the Bruins. Both of these teams come in off 3-2 identical victories last night. Great Plains took on the Sharks, and the Bruins took on the Penguins. The Bruins had Drew Fisher and Austin Stone King score their goals, but the Bruins had to win in a shootout. Great Plains made it a little easier for those stat keepers as Reed Klunder, Landon Gunderson, and Nick Bayer had goals for Great Plains in net. And again, these are we believes in terms of net presences for both teams. We believe Marco Belak will go for the Bruins. He has a 2.0 goals against average and a .934 save percentage. And Ryan Wallen, although it could be Nick Erickson because Ryan Wallen's stats do not make sense to this guy. Wallen has a perfect record, so my guess is Nick Erickson will go. He has a 2 goals against, a .933 on the save percentage, which makes a little bit more sense. 25-minute halves here at the Bantam Elite League stop in Bemidji. As we get ready to go, Great Plains in the tan and the Bruins in the yellow, as you'd expect. No famous coaches for either team like we had in the last game with Wisconsin. But we are ready for hockey nonetheless. Battle of teams 4 and 6 in the Bantam Elite League is underway. Great Plains sitting 4th on the board, the Bruins in 6th in the standings. Brought ahead by the Bruins from center. This one worked on by Nagel, and it goes by the wayside as Great Plains will look to skate free with it. Up the far side. It'll eventually get over to Caden Spaniel. Spaniel with a goal to his name, but that one came at St. Thomas Ice Arena. As it is picked up by Great Plains out at the point. Looks like they're fooling me with jersey numbers on the Great Plains bench again, as this one is worked in by Gunderson. Gunderson with a goal last night in their victory against the Sharks. He also had an assist on one of the other goals. Brought on, though, by Wesley Brunello. Out to center it'll go. That one picked up by Nick Bayer. Bayer works on. And now the Bruins come to center, 3-on-2 at the line. Quickly shot in by Austin Stone King, and that one went high. 25-minute halves, so we are about 90 seconds in. As this one will come into the corner where that is chipped away by Maddox Fleming. Now here comes Great Plains. Brought ahead by Klober. And now touched on by Grady Goodwin. Goodwin with 2 assists, but those assists came in games last weekend at St. Thomas Ice Arena back in the Twin Cities. Puck played back out to the point. Sarsland will take this. Left side, quick shot up over everything. 22:45 left in the half. Quick shot, diving save, rebound, score. It'll be Great Plains taking the 1-0 lead on a goal at 2 minutes 22. Deuces are wild, apparently. And I believe it's Gunderson. We'll get the announcement to be sure, but if it is, that is his second goal of the season, as he was kept off the score sheet last weekend at St. Thomas. Quick steal leads to a shot that almost materialized for Spaniel. And now into the corner. It'll float over right near Hendrickson. Gunderson with the goal, second of the season. That is 2:22 for those of us who like to count up. Easier that way for penalties, you'd think. The Bruins on the back foot already. They're looking to go to work as that one is found by Luke House. Touched on, icing will occur at the 21:30 mark of the first half. And we'll have a face-off in Great Plains' defensive zone. For those of you that missed the first 3.5, Jeff Fisher with Justin Moss manning the controls. We are across the big lake from Bemidji State University, which was founded in 1919 as a teacher's prep school. Brought ahead, though, by Great Plains to center and beyond. This is Klober. Klober waiting for reinforcements. Got it back to Sandreal. Hit shot, kicked wide. Rebound, forced out in front. And now it'll be found by Nick Bayer. Bayer loses possession. Here come the Bruins. That one kicks on right near Ryan Holmstrom, who was bumped off the puck, or he spun off the puck inadvertently. 20 3/4 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 to Great Plains. Now the puck battled for in the corner. And it'll come out to the Bruins. That's Holmstrom. Got it back to Brunello. A cross-ice pass intended for a Bruin, as to the ice goes Klober. No arm raise, we continue. Every time something like that occurs, I naturally look for the arm. Didn't see one there. Puck played back on, and it's eventually found by Brunello, who had a goal last weekend at St. Thomas. Held off the score sheet last night in their win against the Penguins. Quick shot, save made, thus avoiding a rebound, although, if you think about it, Brunello could have scored the shootout winner. We have no proof of who actually scored said shootout winner. Let's launch a campaign to see if shootout winners actually count in the standings here in the Bantam Elite League. 19.5 left to go in the first half. Puck played in the corner, eventually finding it is Klunder. Klunder shooting, save made, rebound, scramble. Comes to the Bruins. They had a 2-on-1 if they wanted it, but the puck's in Great Plains' offensive end. Now it's found by Gunderson as a quick chip right across the net mouth leads to nothing for Great Plains. Now the Bruins looking to skate in. .18:40 to go in the first half, as this one is brought on by Zam Plant. I want to say that's a misspelling. Klober. Quick shot, Rainbows wide of the cage. And a whistle. A slash. Welcome back to the 90s, everybody. The Bruins with the penalty for a slash. Was waiting to see how long they'd wait to pull it out in the penalty box, but hey. Penalty comes at 6 minutes and 52 seconds. Guilty party for the Bruins looks to be Hunter Webster. And now Great Plains on the power play. Quick shot delivered by O'Connell. Nope, it's Anderson. So Jackson Anderson with the slash. And a quick shot delivered there by Snuggerud. And now Great Plains smelling blood in the water. They're up 1-0, 17:15 to go in the first half. This one found by Snuggerud in the corner. Snuggerud waiting. Bueller. There's a pass to Klunder. Klunder looking, and he found Plant. As the puck is rimmed around the corner. The Bruins looking to come out and play. They're down 1-0, 16:45 to go in the first period. Puck eventually found there by Sarsland. Quick shot by Klunder, goes wide. Rebound will float the way of the Bruins. And Barrett Hall. They're looking for a line change of the Bruins, and both teams are actually looking to change at the same spot. Now brought ahead by the Bruins. Penalty over. So we're back to five-a-side play. And no penalty coming from that little skirmish on the in the near corner. Played back to the neutral zone where Great Plains will have to regather. They do. Brought in by Godbout. That's Dylan Godbout. 2 points on the season. Or actually 2 goals on the season, 3 total points. 15.5 minutes remaining in the first period here from Bemidji. Back to the point, kept in by Great Plains, and they are really slowly controlling the play as the Bruins look to come out to center with a shot and a bit of spray as Ryan Wallen, or actually Erickson, will make the save with 15:12 remaining in the first. Puck is down, face-off won by Great Plains as this one comes from Gavin O'Connell. O'Connell back near side, and it's chipped out to center where the Bruins will look to take over, but Ty Tacito was offside for Great Plains, thereby stopping play with under a football quarter remaining in duration, and the penalty box missed their opportunity. They could have jumped around last game if they wanted to. Alas, offside again. You still missed your opportunity last game. Think about it. Brian Rafalski, Wisconsin connection. Wisconsin played last. Jump around was a Badger athletic department creation in the mid-90s when the Badger offense was struggling. I've looked it up. Quick shot, and speaking of struggling, how about that Bruins defense? They're down 2-0. Shot from the high slot. And at 10 minutes and 22 seconds, Great Plains on the board again. It is a 2-0 lead. Waiting for the announcement on the goal. Sarsland with the goal. So Sarsland from Gunderson, as Great Plains stretches their lead to 2. 14 minutes remaining in the half. And now Tecito with a shot saved, and that actually may have had help from the side of the net. Here come the Bruins. Into the offensive zone they go. If we think back to the Kings and North Dakota game that we saw open our day's play, neither team in that game could get out to more than a 2-goal lead without getting caught. Great Plains rather, trying to change that back to what we saw last game with Wisconsin and the North Stars. Quick shot there, bounces off the side of the cage. And now Great Plains will look to send it back to center. The Bruins will pick it up with Ben Portner. Portner lost it. And James Snuggerud tried to put it home in a shootout-esque move, but he was thwarted. Puck is down, face-off won by Great Plains, just like that. Gunderson with his second goal of the game. .54 remaining in the first. Time of the goal there would be 12:06, as we are near a quarter of the way home. No, they give the goal to Snuggerud. And they give it to him unassisted. So Gunderson with a goal, Sarsland with a goal, Snuggerud with a goal. It's 3-0 Great Plains, 12:27 left in the opening canto from here in Bemidji. And a penalty has been assessed to Great Plains' James Snuggerud. Waiting to see what the call was, as the Bruins are on the power play. Quick shot off the iron from Drew Fisher. Two-minute tripping minor to Snuggerud. And James, I hate to say this, but you can't do that. And a quick shot by Brunello goes by the wayside. Whistle. And a trip. Guilty party, Barrett Hall. Puck's down in the neutral zone. Face-off won by the Bruins, and that goes to Joe Gensel. Gensel brought it ahead to the offensive zone, but he was thwarted. And now Great Plains will go back to grab it. Sandreal with it. Whistle and a stoppage of play as a holding penalty called. .11:07 remaining in the frustration penalties already coming out to play. It'll be Great Plains with a two-man advantage momentarily. They have a one-man for a half a minute. Time of the call, 13:53. And now here comes Great Plains. They're already in go and hide or run and hide status as they are into the offensive zone. Tecito looking. Quick shot, save is made. Five-a-side hockey at least for Great Plains. 44 seconds left in the two-man advantage. Face-off won by the Bruins. And back around the corner it'll go. Great Plains with possession. This is Klunder. Klunder shooting, save made. And that one whisked into the far corner. Great Plains still with possession. They have 25 left on a two-man advantage. And they'll have an additional 35 left of regular power play time. Klunder in the corner. That one found short side by Snuggerud, but the save is made as that one is shoved off by Dahlmeyer. And Great Plains getting a little tricky here as the final 13 seconds of the two-man advantage rather are going to tick off the clock. Yes, I did. You're welcome. The Bruins with the face-off win. Quick shot, save made. Didn't have much on it. And now that one shoved aside by Bayer. And the Bruins kill the opening penalty. 30 left in the regular advantage. 9.5 remaining in the first half. Godbout finds it on the half wall. He throws it right back to Spaniel. Godbout, right circle. Godbout down low, got it back. Godbout works it around cross ice. It eventually will get to Spaniel. Godbout, right circle. His shot, actually, that's offside. And Great Plains has to work their way out. Penalty time over. That'll be iced. 8:59 remaining in the first frame. Jeff Disher with Justin Moss. We're glad you have joined us on the Youth Hockey Hub for Bantam Elite League coverage. Day 2 in Bemidji. This is the third of 8 games that will take place today on our air. And now the Bruins with control of it on the far side. That's Gensel. Quick shot, almost led to 4 for Great Plains. 8:20 remaining in the first half. Quick shot, save made, still loose in front is the pill, but it goes into the corner, where it is eventually found by the Bruins, and they're trying to get out of danger. And Great Plains throws a shot from the point, that courtesy of Tecito, I do believe. And now it'll eventually be found by Klunder, who keeps it in at the point. He skates around one, quick shot blocked. 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. And now here come the Bruins. Advantage, odd man situation was the term I was looking for there. And it leads to nothing. There's the puck at the side of the net. Don't know what Great Plains is thinking there by clearing it behind. We thought the shot, or I at least thought the puck went up and out of play. It did not, as that one is brought in by Gunderson. Over to Sandreal. Sandreal works. Back in behind, 6:40 left to go in the first half. Round the corner, the Bruins looking to cut the deficit to 3-1. In on side of the Bruins. They battle for it, now back to the neutral zone. Puck played off the glass. It'll be found by Fisher. And now Great Plains looking to skate free with Bayer. 6:10 remaining in the period as a quick shot blocked aside off the stick of Snuggerud. And now the Bruins can come out to play. That's Barrett Hall working it on. 5 3/4 minutes remaining in the half. Touched on by Luke Jack, and Jack got checked into the wall. Jack finds the puck in the corner, but he also eats glass. I don't recommend that, by the way. That can get very hairy and very quickly. Onside are Great Plains, and the Bruins looking to work free. That's Luke Savage. Off the half wall it'll go, and it will come to O'Connell. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. As the Bruins looking for their first goal, sticks get entangled. And here comes Great Plains. Back out towards center, but a shot floats beyond the Bruins' cage. 4.5 minutes to play in the period as a shot by Klunder goes by the wayside. Rebound over to Spaniel as he'll work this one on side of the net. They fence for it. Quick shot, save made, rebound, would not go. Great Plains still maintaining the possession and eating up the shot clock if you want to throw the basketball reference in there. Getting a second effort. And now the Bruins cannot clear the puck away. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Now Great Plains looking to clear. We'll have the Penguins and the Sharks coming up to round out the first half of our day. Whistle goes, and a holding call. It is a Great Plains penalty to Ty Tecito. Puck is down, face-off won by the Bruins as they're on the power play for $1.54. 3:20 left in the first as this one is found by Fisher. Fisher back to the point. Holding call as Fisher gets it back behind. Fisher into the corner, waiting for reinforcements of the Hunter Webster variety. 2:59 left to play in the period, as that'll eventually be found by Fisher, and a quick shot around the corner. Gensel will pick this one up. $1:15 left on the power play, by the way. Fisher found it, he was onside. Fisher dances around one. Fisher throws this one, goal line walk, and that one is shuttled away by Great Plains goaltender Nick Erickson. Each of these teams won 3-2 Friday night, and they defeated the teams that we will see next in the Penguins and the Sharks. 2 minutes and 5 remaining in the first period of play from Bemidji. Now coming in to the offensive zone is Klunder for Great Plains. It'll be brought back on by Gruba. Leo Gruba with 3 assists so far on the season. Gruba down to a knee, but he somehow still played the puck over to the half wall. 90 seconds remaining. Great Plains back to 5-a-side. Lobbed in by Grady Goodwin. Down to the final 75 seconds. Now the puck chipped cross ice, and it got to Sandreal. Sandreal with the shot that floats wide. Final minute of play right now. 1 minute remaining as it's a 2-on-2 rush for the Bruins. The puck floated innocently into the corner. 50 ticks remaining to be played in the first half. Puck into the corner. Great Plains comes out of the scrum, and they don't have control. That is actually Gruba. Gruba sends it on. And now it'll come back over to Klober. 20 seconds to play. Great Plains looking to stretch their lead to 4. They have a 3-0 lead, but they'll take a sizable lead into the locker room as the puck is played into a scrum in the corner. Now Great Plains looking for 4, not going to find it before the buzzer sounds. And at the end of 25 minutes of play, on goals from Landon Gunderson, James Snuggerud, and Tristan Sarsland, it's 3-0 Great Plains. The second half is next here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Back for the second half here at the Sanford Center as we feature Great Plains and the Bruins in Game 3 of the Bantam Elite League's Day 2. From Bemidji, second stop of the season. These teams played at St. Thomas Ice Arena last weekend, and this is a battle of teams 4 and 6 in the pecking order. Our score through 25 minutes sees Great Plains distancing themselves. They're out to a 3-0 lead. You would almost half expect this just based on the quality of team that Great Plains fields at events like the show. Granted, they're younger teams, but they play the same way. You'll see that here in the final 25 minutes as we drop it now. Jeff Disher with Justin Moss, by the way, for those who don't know us. You should by now. Brought ahead by the Bruins. Especially those of you who are tuning in for all 8 games, which you probably should. Alas, the Bruins with possession in the far corner. They're down 3-0. They need offensive quickness and offensive accuracy. Brought over to, believe it's Luke Savage over on the far side. 24 minutes left in the game, by the way. 2 25-minute halves here in the Bantam Elite League. And Great Plains proving our point with a 2-on-1 out ahead. Quick shot, stick to side, rebound, forced behind. Here come the Bruins. The Bruins have a shot at it, we'll give them that, but Great Plains simply outplaying their opponent right now. Gunderson with it, as it will float over, and Sandreal will go and get it. As that puck is touched down by Jimmy Clark. Clark with a point in games at St. Thomas last weekend. That point was an assist. Sandreal looking for his first point of proceedings. Here come the Bruins. Brought in by Gensel. I know that name from somewhere. Wonder where, alas. Great Plains will bring this in. Tecito on the right side, he missed his shot. And 22:50 remains to be played in the game. I get the feeling that once Great Plains gets their skating legs back, goals will be fast and furious. Holmstrom over on the far side. Here come the Bruins. Quick shot and a save by Erickson. So it was Wallen that played the first 25 minutes. He had a perfect mark coming in. No goals against, which seemed a little off to me, alas. Back in the neutral zone, the Bruins will lob this one in. And that one is found by Nick Bayer. Had a goal and an assist last night in their win against the Sharks. And both teams with their identical 3-2 victories. The Bruins picking one up against the Penguins. Great Plains, the Sharks, and the Penguins are in a 3-team, and I guess you could include the Bruins in that. A 3-team race for third, 4 teams separated by 2 points. And that is up to the minute. The Kings have distanced themselves from everybody with 18 total points. North Dakota comes next with 12. And Great Plains adds to their total. It's a 4-goal game for Great Plains. Time of the goal, 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That is Plant. I'll wait for the announcement just to be sure. But Great Plains, I think they heard me. Brought on to center. And now the Bruins looking to pick up. Webster shoots, save, rebound, back behind the cage.
Single assist goes number 9, Judy Snuggerud. Time of the even strength goal, 21:15 remaining in the second.
3:45 into the second half. It is Zam Plant with his first goal of the event and the first goal of the season for him. James Snuggerud with the assist. His first assist of the day, first assist of the year, third point of the year. The Bruins looking to skate it ahead, but Great Plains in a great position, no pun intended, as the Bruins look to come ahead. 2-on-1 at the line, bodies fly, penalty coming for a hook you'd assume on Great Plains. It is a hook. Good to see I haven't lost my eyesight. Penalty comes at 4:58, good Lord. David Klober, the guilty party. And the Bruins on the power play. And if memory serves me correctly, the Bruins had a power play chance earlier in the game, came up empty. Puck is down, face-off won by the Bruins, as you'd expect. Into the corner. Looking close, that one came to Fisher, as Fisher drove the net. Back high slot, shot was blocked by the humanity in front, and we're under a regulation hockey period to play in the game. 4:58 the time of that hook, because we like to count up. Brought ahead though by the Bruins. 3-on-2 via a trailer. Puck dangerously in front of the net, and I don't know how Great Plains escaped that. Icing the call. Four seconds drifted off the clock, so we're back to 1904. Back underway, minute to go in the penalty. Puck is dropped off by Gensel, but back come Great Plains. Rainbowed in by Gavin O'Connell. Incidental contact back behind the play, we play on. 18:40 to go in the half. Penguins and Sharks upcoming. In a battle of East versus West, if you think about it in a sense. Brunello got it over cross ice. Quick shot off the base of the cage. But the Bruins with possession. Back over in the far corner. They battle for it. 10 seconds left in the penalty. And it will be Klober, who was released from hockey jail. Great Plains content to ice the puck. They do just that. 17 3/4 minutes to play in the game. Penguins and Sharks upcoming. And then at 3 o'clock, we see the North Stars take on the Kings. Both teams having played this morning. The Kings, in an epic, defeated North Dakota 7-6 in a game that I was sure was headed to or beyond its prescribed length. It did not. But I believe there were six, if I recall, 6 or 7 different lead changes in that contest alone. Sort of nice to see a good close game right off the hop. This one is not that. It is Great Plains with a 4-0 lead, 16:55 to go in the game. A quick shot there by the wayside for Grady Goodwin. Now the Bruins keep it in for the moment. And that'll go to Snuggerud, who tries to clear. He did. And a penalty coming against Great Plains for an elbow. Oops. Dylan Godboat, you can't do that. Elbowing call coming at 8 minutes 33. 4-0 to Great Plains. I don't know that Dylan is all that concerned. Because here comes Great Plains. Mini 2-on-1, short-handed rush coming. Into the wall goes Sarsland. He says, ow, and he says, I'll get up from that. Here come the Bruins. Quick shot. Elbowing the call to Sarsland. Or Godboat, excuse me. Sarsland with one of the goals. That's what I was looking at. Gunderson, Snuggerud, Plant, and Sarsland with the goals for Great Plains. 15.5. Quick shot, shoved down. Great Plains trying to clear out a potential danger. They have a minute left to kill. Back over to Brunello, and Brunello thwarted. As that one is found by Austin Stone King. He had a goal and an assist in regulation time against the Penguins last night. Still no information on that shootout winner. Under a football quarter remaining in duration from Bemidji. Quick shot. As that one came from Luke Savage. Icing a potential call will not stick. Here come the Bruins. That puck ran out of steam just before crossing the red line. 3-on-2, quick shot and a save made. Penalty time for Godboat is over. 5-a-side hockey we play. 14:20 left in regulation as that one is sticked aside by Erickson. And the bouncing puck avoids an icing call as we'll play on. Here comes Great Plains, odd man rush. As that one will come near Jimmy Clark. And Clark stapled to the glass. He apparently likes sharp objects. Puck sent through the blue paint, and here come the Bruins. Offside at the line. Though a hockey stick could be considered a sharp object if you think about it. I still wouldn't necessarily use that for evil per se. Back underway we go. 13:40 left to go. As that puck almost played on by Spaniel. Here come the Bruins. Right circle, lifted down low. That'll come over to Hall. Hall with it on his backhand. Goes back to the point. Hall found a man, or did he? Down low, he did not. Back off the half wall it'll come. Race to the puck, won by the Bruins. That one picked up by Brunello. Brunello trying to escape his man. He did not. And finding that one right where the referee stood was Snuggerud. And now the Bruins lob that one in on goal. Save is made. And in the last game we saw a game with Wisconsin and the North Stars, that was the Bantam Elite League's second, we believe, shutout of the season. As play is back underway, Great Plains looking to add to that tally. They look to skate ahead, bodies fly, and that allows the Bruins to come back out. That'll go right near Fisher, and Fisher lost control. 12:40 remaining. Clock is frozen on 12:43. I don't know if the scores table knows that. And so we're getting a little bonus hockey. Puck is found by Clark. Now the clock back underway. Reset it at the next whistle, you'd think. Puck trapped behind the wall, or behind the net at the wall. Into a rugby scrum. And now the Bruins come out with it. Played around the corner. And that'll be found by Gruba. At least you'd think. 12 to go in the game. 4-0 Great Plains. Shot from the point finds the net. The stoppage of play will matter not as we get into running time, or will get into running time at the next face-off. Second time we've seen running time today. It was the North Stars over Wisconsin the first time we saw it. By a 5-0 score there. Puck down, face-off won by Great Plains. So Zach Sandrial with his first goal of the weekend, his second goal of the season. Cito with his first point of any kind on the season. It was an assist. in this case. Puck is down in the corner, and Great Plains will look to add to their total. With a 6-0 lead, the Bruins score their first goal of the game, making it 5-1 with 10:18 to go. Back to stop time we go. That should be Ryan Holmstrom. We'll get the announcement here in a second. As we approach the final 10 minutes. And now the Bruins have life. Quick shot was saved by Great Plains goaltender Nick Erickson. And now the Bruins can't keep the puck in the offensive zone. Holmstrom with an assist on that goal from Max Nagel that brings us back to stop time with 9:15 to play. Puck is picked up on the far side by Joseph Gensel. Gensel brought on. A quick shot was deflected wide. Rebound will come back over, and Great Plains changing behind the play. Hall worked that one on. He got worked over. And now it'll come instead to Drew Fisher. Fisher with a shot blocked. Here comes Great Plains. 2-on-2 at the line with what they have. A 3-on-2 with a trailer now. That trailer being Luke Savage. And now the puck found at the point by Gruba, pinballing to the far corner. 8:20 left to go in the second half, as this one will be picked up by the Bruins. Actually, that was should be David Klober instead. 18 Great Plains. Brought ahead though, 3-on-2 by Great Plains. And Clark with it in the far corner. Off the side of the cage. And the puck brought back out left circle. Quick shot, floated high. Great Plains with possession as Sondreal keeps it alive. Slam dunk play in effect for Great Plains, not working there. Sondreal with his shot, deflects, may have done so twice. And the Bruins trying to clear out of their fire drill situation, where Great Plains is just throwing everything and the kitchen appliances at them. Back to the point, quick shot, gloved by Marco Belak. 7:09 to go in the second half of play. Penguins and Sharks upcoming. North Stars and Kings on deck to start our second session at 3. Seven minutes to play here as Great Plains comfortably in front with a 4-goal lead. Here comes Great Plains as if they aren't comfortable. 3-on-2 at the line as that one bounds off the glass, and Belak will cover it because of the odd hop that it took. Puck is down, face-off won by the Bruins, as that one will be worked over. Where is it? Side of the net. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Belak. Quick shot off the draw for Great Plains, wouldn't work. And now this leads to a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Bruins that goes off the high glass. Quick shot was ushered to the wall. It didn't get deflected in any way, shape, or form. Quick shot there by Portner is saved. By the way, the Bruins play North Dakota at 4:45. So the Bruins will barely have 3.5 hours to recover in time, which might just be enough, but they play at 4:45 against the men in green. Great Plains, though, with possession. And the scramble in front of the net leads to a whistle and a stoppage of play with 5:47 to go. Great Plains, by the way, play the Penguins, who we'll see up next. But Great Plains play the Penguins at 6:30 before the Sharks and Wisconsin wrap it up. Quick shot, save is made. 5:40 left to go. Great Plains with possession off the draw, bodies flying, or tumbling rather. And I think Great Plains has to stay onside. They do. Here come the Bruins. 2-on-2, now 3-on-2 with a trailer. Quick shot, save made. And the puck bounds for another effort by the Bruins that goes by the wayside. They battle for it in the corner. Referee has the option to use his whistle if he wants to. Similar to letting two fighters in the octagon come up after a bit of wrestling on the cage fence. 4 3/4 minutes to play here in game number 3 as that puck left the facility. Got tipped into the seats. Puck is down, face-off won by the Bruins. They look to gain control of their 4-goal deficit and work it to 3. 4.5 minutes to do it. Quick shot in for Great Plains, wouldn't work. As here come the Bruins. Breakaway opportunity over on the far side for Goodwin, and it would not work. Great Plains will bring this one ahead. This is Snuggerud. He's bumped off the puck. And now Great Plains bring it in on the far side. Shot from the slot. And a 5-goal lead once again for Great Plains. Time of the goal, 21:06. We'll get the announcement of the goal in a moment. James Snuggerud from Zam Plant. Spaniel sent down low. It'll go instead to Klober. And bringing it out are the Bruins. Now 2-on-2 at the line. Running time for the rest of the game, or until the Bruins can score. 6-1 our score, 2:45 left. As dancing in is Klober. Now they fence for it in the middle of the rink. And now they fence at the advertising, the Bruins winning that battle with 2:25 left. Bouncing puck wide of the cage. And now the Bruins looking to come out of their defensive zone. They won't be able to. The Bruins, if we look at it from a standings perspective, will stay in 6th, and Great Plains will temporarily move ahead of the Penguins, who play in a bit. But if the Penguins were to win, Penguins and GP would be 3-4 in the league standings with 1:20 left to go in proceedings here. Playoff seeding, something that all of the teams are thinking about, at least as a minute remains. Puck out in front, save made. And we will drop the puck with about 30 seconds or so left in the game. It'll be Sharks, it'll be Penguins, oh my, coming up. 35 seconds from the end of this one though, with Great Plains and the Bruins. And it'll be Great Plains cruising to a 6-1 win in about 15 seconds. They look for 7 as this one's brought in by Snuggerud. Snuggerud's shot was blocked. And that will about do it as time expires. So we get set for Penguins and Sharks. We'll join you on the other side, but not before we tell you that Great Plains defeated the Bruins 6-1. So for Justin Moss, this is Jeff Disher saying so long for now from the Sanford Center in Bemidji, where Great Plains maintain their spot in the top 5. We'll see you in a bit for Penguins and Sharks.